What's up, P babes? How are you doing? I hope everyone is well and having a good day. So I am back with another video. If you don't already know, my name is Sandy and welcome back to my channel. Before we even get into the video, please subscribe and press the notification bell so you get notified every time I post a video. I really appreciate you guys following me, engaging with me, and just being very nice to actually go as far as DM me and tell me how much you like the content and how much you actually think those things are gonna help you. I was so touched like how you guys really appreciated my last video. Like a lot of you actually went to my DM and we just had a lot of girl chats and everything. So in today's video I am gonna be talking about something that is very tricky because I'm still struggling with it, and I'm sure some of you guys are struggling with this as well. But you know what, we're gonna do this together. We are gonna walk on this journey together, you and me together, babes. Can you hear that? Shh. Shh. Can you hear that? Silence. What I want to tell you today, I actually want to come closer so I'm sure that you can hear what I'm saying to you. What I want to tell you today is move in silence. Keep it hush. Keep everything under wraps. Don't talk about it. Don't tell anybody. Nobody needs to know. Keep it to yourself. So today, guys, in today's video, I want to talk about moving in silence. Like, take it from me, I have learned my lesson, and I've learned my lesson the very hard way. So I just have a few points that I want to share with you guys on things that you should keep very private. Some things, just don't talk about them until they have flourished. Just wait until something has flourished and boomed, or so people actually get wowed, like, why didn't you say anything? And you're like, you know what, I didn't know if it was gonna work, so I just didn't want to get anybody's hopes up, or I just I just So today I want to talk about, I'm not sure how many points I have, let me see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, maybe I won't make it 10, but let's see how far we go. So the first point that I want to talk about, this is absolutely very important: your relationship, your current relationship, and your relationship history. Keep it private. That's your business. Nobody needs to know. Nobody needs to know who you're dating, who you hooking up with, who you sneaking with, who your sneaky link is, who you dated in the past, who you talking to right now, who you entertaining. Nobody needs to know. That's between you and your iPhone, or that's between you, your DMs, and your WhatsApp. Nobody needs to know. I'm gonna make an example about myself, because this is a mistake that I've made, and I've learned my lesson. So I used to date this guy, and when we were still like on the talking stage, we went out on a date, and he was asking me like, so who did you date, who were you dating before? And I just told him, no, I used to date this guy, and this, and he was asking me like, what happened between you guys? And at this point, I didn't know that me and this current guy are gonna end up dating. So I just honestly like told him everything that happened between me and the previous guy. So now, me and this current guy who are on this date, we end up dating, and we end up being in a very, serious relationship. So every time we have arguments or fights, he would always, the first thing, he would always bring up that old relationship and tell me, oh yeah, I know you're doing this and this and this and this because yeah, you did this and this and this to that person, and I know that person didn't do anything wrong to you, Y, X, Y, and Z, because you like this and this and that. And that relationship was so unhealthy for me, because now I have opened this other door where my current partner knows about my ex-partner, and he can just say whatever and manipulate the situation to his taste or to whatever suits him that time, which was very unhealthy for me, because we would have so many fights, and I would end up feeling so shitty about myself, or end up feeling so bad, and it just ruined the whole relationship. To cut the long story short, the relationship didn't work because I told that person about my past relationship, and that's how it ended. Your current relationship, especially for young women who are ready to start a family, like I would highly, highly, highly advise to keep your relationship very private. Like nobody needs to know, especially your very close friend. They don't need to know. Don't even tell them what goes on in the bedroom. They don't need to know. Don't even tell them whatever you guys talk about, your pillow talk and everything. But while we're still on the relationship issue, just be very protective of your friends. And if your friend trusts you enough to tell you something very confidential, just keep it to yourself. Just keep it to yourself. Or if you know that if your friend wants to confide in you, and okay, this is something that happened to me. Every point that I'm gonna tell you guys, like I have a story for it, because the reason why I'm telling you to keep hush, because I've been through these things and I don't want you to go through the same problems. So I'm warning you before you even get there. So I'm telling you to keep quiet about it, because I've been there and I don't want you to make the same mistake that I made. So I'm just trying to, so yeah. So I remember I told this friend of mine a secret. Well, it wasn't a secret, but it's confidential information. Like I don't even need to spell it out to her. It's confidential information. I even went as far as sharing pictures with this friend of mine, because I trust her. She's my friend. Like I trust her. She's my friend. I was sharing pictures and all those things, and she goes on to tell her other friend. Now her other friend tells her other friend, and her other friend, so now it's like 3 people, a line of 3 people, and her other friend comes to DM me saying, hey, I heard this from who and who, like how true is this, do you know of this and this and this, and I'm just like like and till this day, like I haven't confronted this friend about this, because I'm just thinking to myself like I don't need to spell this out to you. This is confidential information. Like, why are you sharing it with someone else? I told you this in confidence because I trust you. You are my close friend right now. I trust you. Like, you like my therapist. You the closest friend I have. You like my therapist. If anything is bothering me, or I want to talk about something, or I'm happy or I'm unhappy, you're the closest person I can talk to. Why are you transferring my confidential information to someone else, and that person is transferring it to someone else, and now it comes back to me? So, like, just be careful with relationships. Know what to share and know what not to share, and just be protective. Just be protective. And if you know that you're in a relationship, whether it's friendship or personal relationship, with someone who doesn't know how to keep a secret, or who would use that against you in future, just be mindful of what you share with that person. You might love them years, and maybe you're happy and you want to share these news, or you're unhappy and you just want comfort from that person. Just think about it, and I don't know, just comfort yourself. Just comfort yourself. It's better than just dealing with drama at the end of the day. And the second point that I want to talk about, it's your income, your assets, and your investment. You have to keep those things to yourself. Keep it under the radar. Nobody needs to know. Of course they want to know, but your friends are going to ask you, oh friend, how much did you buy this? How much did you invest? How much are you paying? Just try and avoid those conversations. If you have a car, whether you bought it cash or you're paying installments every month, if your friends ask you like, how are you paying for this car? How did you get this car? Keep it to yourself. They don't need to know. Only you and your banker need to know that information. If you have a bond, or you're renting, or anything like that, nobody needs to know. Keep it to yourself. That's between you and your banker. Again, oh my God, your friend is not a financial advisor. So if they're asking you about your financial situation or your investment or your assets, why are they asking? What are they going to do with this information? How is this information going to better their lives? Why are you telling them? Or why are they asking you? Why are you sharing this vital information that could say both of you are like 28? Let me just say both of you are 28 years old, and you're telling your friend, I bought a house for 10 million, I bought a car for 5 million, and my kids are going to this school, and this school is like 200,000 a year. Your friend is doing the math. She's calculating, and she's looking at your life, and she's looking at her life, and she's just comparing right now. Like, we are the same age. We are both 28, and this person has this and this and this and this, and she's ahead of me. And now this person is going to be so jealous, and they're going to start acting funny, and now the friendship is going to start, being funny. Whereas you could have just prevented all of this drama by just keeping this information to yourself, your banker, and maybe your partner if you guys share finances and all of those things. Your friend is not a professional financial advisor. She's not a banker. She doesn't have any information about finances. Not unless maybe you are asking for advice and your friend maybe is in that field, then maybe it makes sense. But if they have nothing to do with finances, they're not in that department, why are you telling them? Why do they need to know? Why do they need? The third point, I'm actually so embarrassed to say this third point, because this is something that happened to me like like a few months ago. It's not even up to 3 months, or maybe 2 months. Business plans and big goals, keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. Stop telling people. One thing about business is, you're gonna tell a person like, I have this kind of business idea. I want to do 1, 2, and 3, and I want to do this. I want to do it this way, and I want to do it this way. Let me just make an example. I want to put this light here. I want this light to be here, and I want this light to be here. I want so much money allocated here. I want so much money allocated here. You're telling a friend or maybe a family member. Now you're telling this person, and this person is not just gonna sit there and be like, they probably have an opinion. And whatever opinion they have, maybe they're just gonna say, oh, why don't you do it like this and this and this and this? That person is already altering the whole business plan, the whole goal. So whatever because I'm so sorry, like in most of my videos, I'm always gonna refer to God because I'm a Christian. So let's just say, like me, before I do anything, I always go on my bended knees and I pray to God and I ask God, I want to do this and this. Please be with me and just follow me everywhere I go. When I wanted to start YouTube, I was so intentional. Like I prayed to God. I was like, God, I want this camera. I called it by name and I told God, I want these lights. I want this and this and this and this by name. So I'm that kind of person. When I pray, I am very intentional and I call things by name. So let's say you're a person who prays like me, who explains things. Now you've already explained all these things to God. Now you bring in this third party. You're telling this person about your business goals or your big goals or your ideas. Now they come here and they alter everything, and now God is just like, my child, no, hold on. Now this whole thing is starting not to make sense from what you're asking me. Let's just cancel the whole thing. Now you don't have the business plan. Now you don't have the big goal anymore. Everything it's gone. It's gone. Because you opened your big mouth and decided to discuss it with somebody else when you didn't have to. When you could have just kept quiet and just keep it moving and just wait until you launch whatever business plan you launch. So from my personal experience, I remember I had a business idea that I wanted to do. So I know that this friend of mine is very passionate about what I wanted to do also. So I'm telling this friend, I know you're very passionate about this. So this is what I want to do. I have so much money, and why can't you bring half of what I have? Let's do this. Like I show this person everything into detail. And this person goes on to saying, So I take this friend of mine to the venue, and this person is already saying, no, I don't like this place. This place is not nice. This place looks so ratchet. You know what? I don't blame her. Actually, it serves me right. I don't blame her. It serves me right because I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid to actually trust this person enough to share, to want to share and be like, you know what? I'm not gonna leave you out. You, my friend, let me take you along on this journey. Come on, let's do this together. Let's boss up together. Do your thing, and when you are ready to launch, let's say a week before you launch your business, then call your friend and be like, friend, on Saturday, I'm doing 1, 2, and 3. You are invited. Or just send them a formal invitation. You are invited. Please come and celebrate with me. Because my mistake was to be so kind to invite the friend to partner with me. Because I thought, you know what, I love this friend. We've been through so much together and I want to see you grow. I want to see you grow into this woman that I know you want to grow into, and I want to see you boss up. Let's boss up together. It was a disaster. Anyways, moving on. Confidential information. Do not share confidential information. You know, sometimes when you get like legal stuff, like when you get stuff from your lawyers or from your doctor, they usually have that they usually have the red stamp, and it says, it's like written there, confidential information. Do I need to like, it already says confidential information. It's from your lawyer, it's from your doctor, or I don't know, anybody else, or maybe let's say your company, even your pay slip, it comes with that thing that says confidential information. Why are you sharing this information? Why? Like, why are you sharing this type of information? Why are you sharing it with your family members? Why are you sharing it with your friends? Sometimes even your partner, not unless it concerns the both of you. But why are you sharing such information with them? If your lawyer wanted your friend to know, they would have sent a copy to them. If your doctor wanted your friend to know, they would have sent a copy to them. Why are you sharing it? Achievements. Okay, don't share your achievements. Just don't. If people find out, let them find out. It's okay. Let them find out and be like, oh wow, friend, like I didn't know. Like, why didn't you say all along, like you have this and this and this? Like, why didn't you share? Because sometimes when you share this information, you have achievements, you're sharing this information, some people just feel like you're bragging. They just feel like, oh, she thinks she's too good, she thinks she's too perfect, like now she's looking down on everybody and she's busy going around that she has this and this and this and that. You know, just don't share your achievements, just keep it to yourself. I'm guilty of this. Don't tell social media that you've achieved so and so and so, and tell them, oh my god, I've worked so hard for this, I'm so proud of myself. It's okay, keep quiet, just hang it in your wall in your house and keep it moving, unless these people are going to help you with something. If it's career related, there's an app for that. There's LinkedIn. I'm sure there's other, the only app that I know of is LinkedIn, and I'm sure there's other apps where you can share all your academic information and other, not unless you work on social media, maybe you're an influencer and all those things, and you have to share your influential achievements, then you can share it on social media. But if it's academic and any other stuff, go and share it on LinkedIn for people who need to know, for people who are actually going to use that information to help you get to where you want to go, or help you get to the next stage of your life. Because you're going to tell us on social media, okay, some of us are going to say congratulations, and some of us are going to say congratulations, but we're still going to go behind your back and gossip and probably say some mean stuff to you. And to save all the drama and save all the stress, just keep it to yourself. Keep it hush hush. No, actually, I think the name of this video should be "Nobody Needs to Know." Because seriously, I just feel like with all this information, nobody needs to know any of it. Like, I don't know why I share all this information. Just reading through my notes, and I'm just laughing because I'm so embarrassed and so disappointed on myself that I actually have shared all of this information with friends and family members and other people who have no business knowing this information, who are not going to use this information for any good, who are not even going to help me do any information. Sorry. So I'm just telling these people, they're just going to know just for knowing. And then what? They know, now what? Moving on to number 6, family feuds and friends feuds. If you're having an argument with family members, or if you're having an argument with your friend, stop broadcasting it. Stop broadcasting it, or stop confiding on someone that you know can go and tell another person, and that information can end up landing to that very person who frustrated you, or you are frustrated from. Which one is correct? You decide. Take some time. Okay, I know sometimes when we're angry, and you know, sometimes when you're angry, you just want to vent. You need a person to vent to and just tell them everything, like, who so and so did me so wrong. I'm so angry. I am so disappointed. They said this and this. They did this and this and this. I'm so angry with them. I don't want to talk to them again. I'm never going to talk to them again. Instead of venting on someone or confiding on someone, just, I don't know, just listen to R&B. Just listen to R&B, and I don't know, just keep it to yourself and keep it moving, because at the end of the day, if you talk about it, it's going to circle around and it's going to come back to you. And when it comes back to you, it's going to come back in a form of drama and person. Maybe you're not messy, but you were just so angry at that moment and you just wanted to vent and just let it off your chest. But you let it off your chest to the wrong person. Now it landed back to that person. Now you are in conflict again because you were trying to vent about another conflict. Now that conflict has landed you in another conflict, which may lead to another conflict going backwards. So now you are just full of problems and conflicts right, left, and center because you just couldn't keep quiet and deal with your problems by yourself. 7 points that I want to talk about. Don't talk about good deeds. So let's just say you've done something for someone. You don't have to tell anybody that you've helped a person in need or you've done something for someone who was in need. If you did it from the goodness of your heart and you did it just because you felt like you really want to help, you genuinely want to help, you had no business telling the next person that I helped this person, I helped this person. Want to help someone, help them, and just keep it moving, keep quiet. Or if you know that you're helping a person because you want to go around talking about them, that you've helped them, just don't help. Just don't help at all. Just leave it alone. Leave that person to see how they're going to sort out their situation. So another point that I want to touch into is your religion and your beliefs. But sometimes as friends and colleagues, you know, people would ask you, what's your religion? What do you believe in? What do you think of 1, 2, and 3? And you know, when you start saying these things, because religion is very sensitive for some people, you know, they would take it the wrong way. And you know, when you say your own point of view, they would start looking at you in this way. They won't look at you the same because you've had this conversation and they feel like it's against their religion. They don't want to talk to, they don't want to associate with. Just avoid all those problems. And you know, when people are talking about religion and beliefs, especially in a workplace, just stay out of those conversations. Just stay out of it. I know you are proud if you're a Christian. I know you are proud if you're a Muslim. I know, unless it's connected to your work or it's gonna bring you financial gain, just know the place and time to talk about it. And when you in other people's country or you are in other people's space who don't believe in the same religion as you, Just stop forcing those conversations. Just leave it alone for the sake of peace and for the sake of just out of respect. Leave it alone. Keep quiet. Shut your big mouth. Your fears and your weaknesses. Personally, I feel like, when you have confided in a friend about your fears and your weaknesses, that person has so much power over you. That person has so much power over you because they can manipulate the whole situation, and you are even gonna regret why you even shared this vital information. Pray about it, fast about it, manifest about it, or whatever brings you peace. Do yoga, whatever brings you peace. If you have fears and weaknesses, deal with it. Sort it out until you are good again, until you are in a good space again. Don't share it. Just let people wonder. Just leave people wondering, like, what's this person's story? What's going on in this person's head? What's going on with this person? We don't know anything about this person. We don't know, like, when they're vulnerable, when they're happy, when they're okay. We don't know, because this person is always in a neutral mood. We don't know. So a few things that I want to tell you before I end this video. People are always going to steal your ideas. When you tell people your ideas and they can see that this idea has potential of being big and making it like big time, they're gonna steal it, because they also want the same thing that you want. It's money, status, fame, or whatever that you want out of that idea. They also want it. So if you tell people your plans and your ideas, they trust and believe me, they're gonna steal it. If they don't steal it, they're gonna talk you out of it so you don't do it, and both of you don't do it. They're gonna talk you out of it. They are just gonna rubbish that idea to a point where you feel like, maybe you're right, this idea is just useless, let me just drop it and maybe try something else. People are always gonna talk you out of your dreams and make you feel stupid, like what you're saying doesn't make sense, what you're trying to do doesn't make sense, like they don't see profits in what you're trying to do, they don't see any value in what you're trying to do, just because they don't want you to do it. They don't want you to succeed ahead of them, and they don't want you to be on the same level. Maybe it's okay if you're on the same level, but just don't go past them. So if you tell people big plans and big ideas, they're always gonna shut it down and kill that dream before it even manifests. So save yourself some troubles and keep it to yourself and don't tell anybody. Be selfish with your ideas, be selfish with your dreams, be selfish with your life, be selfish with your family, be selfish with your kids, be selfish with your future. Leave people wondering what's going on with you. They don't have to know. Don't make them part of the plan. They were never part of the plan. If they were part of your plan, God would have made you one person. But since you are different people, it means they are not part of your journey and they are not part of your plan. And last thing, one very last thing I want to say to you, social media is not your friend. Social media is not your friend. It can make you or it can ruin you. So whatever you choose to put out there, make sure it's working in your favor. But then again, people always say, publicity is publicity, whether it's good or bad. At the end of the day, if it brings the buzz, it's good. So I don't know, I beg to differ. So that's it from me, guys. I hope you take those tips, because this is very, very important. Your life is your life, and your life should revolve around you and God and nobody else. Make sure you stay prayed up and minding your business. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you take something from this video, and I hope you learn from this video. I really appreciate you guys being here, and please make sure to drop a commenting on this video and anything that you would like me to talk about next time. So that's it from me, guys, for today. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.